Oh, he did something, yeah.
2008 Toyota Yaris. This is a precursor to the incredible misadventures of a gunmetal dick-slinging ball bro sponsored by casual hipster lingo from a young Koenigsegg simulation in the making of a future phenom. But hold up, we have to step into the world of subcompact bodies. This is a 2008 Toyota Yaris. The Toyota Yaris is an automobile brought to you by the most supreme auto company to ever exist in this entire part of the Milky Way, Toyota Motor Corporation. In the world of automobiles, if you name your finely crafted family hauler after something derived from Latin, a dead language that only select people in this world can even half-ass attempt to acknowledge as something so relatable to a mindless quote picture on Larry the Bird's nightly life diary, then congratulations, here's your key to the autoimmune disease called principal compound interest rates so high that not even the casual toke vest can muster up enough Federal Reserve notes taken from the delivery person bringing home more dough than the average pencil-pushing academic collegiate that casually bitches about ridiculous things that start with a Y and ends with a snake, the Yaris. The Yaris is a direct successor from the malevolent Toyota Starlet, a car that sounds way more exciting than it probably actually is. Oh yes, this Yaris name is even rebranded as some other shitshow attempts to be the sole saviors of bringing the family closer together than the unrevealing urge to want to light one up right before dealing with members of similar genotypes. Vitz, Vios, and Belta. Toyota, this space-age nomenclature masterblast wizardry is a great business model and I applaud your grateful contributions to our society. This is a second-generation XP90 Yaris sedan finished in TRD Ahhhh Smiley and has a 4-speed automatic transistor and 1.5 liters of some straightforward piston cup plastic-induced power plant called the 1NZFE. The 1NZFE is some collection of thoughts that power the mindset of a Japanese car engineer to produce some sort of flux capacitor to command the hearts of some 19 mass-produced number crunches that carry the souls of some 109 super stallions and 103 attempts to drive up a slight mountain grade of 7%. Add the number of light years awaiting to legally purchase a beverage of many forms in the casual vicinities of bars, stores, and even the internet, and behold, here's an imaginary value that represents a lovely tax on that nostalgic vaporware that's about to exist in your galaxy. 2008 Toyota Yaris. It's a car for an introductory course on how to kick ass at working after 3 p.m., which gives you plenty of time to just, Netflix and chill and, just take another hit, you self-depriving cream-sloughed oxygen-collecting piece of stardust. 2008 Toyota Yaris. The official car for, hot damn, give me some of that juicy fruit rubber compound, and released at a time in human history that wallets weren't fat and neither is your subcompact. 2008 Toyota Yaris. It's the Porky Pig of cars. It's a laughable loser in the perception department, but it possesses a power so great that not even your precious cheeky bastard smile can hold back under 4 doors of lightweight fun-wheel drive clown-face shenanigans after leaving the local car meet after showing off your buddy's 2013 Ford Fiesta. The Toyota Yaris is also available as a 2 or 4-door hot hatch configuration. Even if you opt in for the S-Trim package, no performance upgrades are available for the 1NZFE, which is relatively disappointing. Oh, but what isn't disappointing about this car? Let's tackle that plastic and cloth-induced department of the interior, eh? Step inside the XP90 and you glance forwards and holy shit, where is the tack and speedo? Oh, it's in the center of the dash and angled slightly towards the driver because fuck logic. Toyota engineered this design to standardize the variations offered around the globe with left or right-hand drive. It's a tad disorienting at first, but after understanding this idea to minimize distracting driving, you begin to wrap your sensory overload into a casual road trip up the Great Smoky Mountain Parkway. The cloth seats are marginally supportive, but provide enough comfort to casually sip through 5 flavors of grande triple espresso bitch drinks. Oh yeah, let's move the cup holders in front of the side air vents so that hot can be inferno and cold can be frosty. 2008 Toyota Yaris. A 40+ mile per gallon white glove experiment disguised with a smile so cheesy that Chester the Cheetah can't get it off soon enough to the utter thought of some socially awkward college student having a second round of broskies. 2008 Toyota Yaris. Sponsored by Blanche Chicken Wings and a person with more culinary skills than SpongeBob SquarePants. When you finally convocate enough dineros to purchase a late model vehicle, it's hard to understand how something like this is truly a notch above your foregoing JDM bedbug that existed in your life before embarking on another electrifying contingency of moving with the times. If moving with the times is a representation to the current state of affairs of a paradigm shift towards another global financial crisis in the making, then let this car be the chariot that guides you through it. 2008 Toyota Yaris. Brought to you by an incentive to trade in your gas-guzzling sport utility vehicle for something with flowing more estrogen than a bowl-cut dyke trying to replace the father figure in a symbiotic symbiotic relationship. Toyota Yaris, an epilogue to the 5 a.m. precedents of going home to your parents' house after a night of 2 originals with cheese, no onions, with a side of scattered, smothered, and covered chopped starch specimens. Toyota Yaris, a visual stereotype to all things bright and beautiful, and the epiphany you have after discovering your favorite musical artist probably does more psychedelics than the average landfill consumes in a 24-hour time frame. What is this car like to drive? With a curb weight of less than 2,400 pounds, you can easily get caught up in trying spirited driving on country back roads with your significant other and Spawnling presiding in the back seat. This car's engine might produce some laughable horsepower, but that wonderful equation called power-to-weight ratio really comes in handy whenever you find yourself lining up to a GM clusterfuck called the Cobalt at the intersection of Bay Creek Church Road, Broadenax Mill, and US Highway 78. This car inspires confidence in a way that watching a Corolla-swapped XP90 makes the ultimate excuse to have a daily autocrosser. 2008 Toyota Yaris, coined by the words reliability in the inopportune moment to recognize that the word has some magical affiliation with Japanese car manufacturers. Oh, it damn sure was reliable after putting 15,000 miles on it, delivering pizzas in a 60-day grace period, resulting in the front tires becoming so worn out that rotating the backs to the front wouldn't have made a considerable difference to the side of Old Honest Abe stamped into some copper-colored nickel-plated currency, used as a way of showing how much depth remains in your steel-belted rubber compound. If your day job is delivering some Italian-themed cardboard boxes with a side of marinara and garlic butter to the backwoods of Walton County, Georgia, then here is your champion courier service on wheels. A lot of people have this idea that small, underpowered, front-wheel drive cars have no sort of relation to the words fun and enjoyment, but you'd be dead-ass wrong once you have the opportunity to drive this shining exemplar of Japanese domestic market globalization. This particular car was called Smiley because what other name are you going to call this Casper-colored automatic slush box than one that resembled as an emotion felt after casually consuming a homemade edible for the first time? While this car may have been a terrible introduction to first world problems and the nostalgic feeling of wishing you never grew up, it was infinitely adored by the likes of a man whose name starts with J for Jouska, a hypothetical conversation that you compulsively play out in your head. 2008 Toyota Yaris. Smiley. A monocopsis fueled by ringing in cash under the table and the ability to fathom with the likes of some dime-piece European mutt that fucks so good, why is porn even an option to have when your gonads and strife can be caressed by the hands of Lucifer's daughter? I gave you back to your overseers of credit-fucking slime balls that proudly spew buy here, pay here, and continued my warpath to automotive nirvana. Smiley, a Yaris added to the blacklist of the Sanctuary of J. Godspeed, Smiley. The end. Oh. Well then. Alright.